Hey everybody, what is going on? I know this is like kind of a surprise. I've been playing Remake Integrate the past few streams, but I've actually been working on this game, getting the Platinum in FF2, for a week and a half now? I'm not exactly sure when I started playing it. I remember I got the Platinum for Final Fantasy 1. Maybe that was last week and I just started working on this one. So anyway, I've been hammering away at this game, and I'm at the final area. In this final area, I gotta pick up all the treasure chests. I gotta level up my sword to 16. I gotta level up my cure spell to 16. Final Fantasy 2 has a weird leveling system where the more you use something, that's how it gains experience. This is the second game. You can tell they were definitely experimenting with something, and it didn't work because they never went back to it, right? Immediately after this, in Final Fantasy 3, they're like, back to traditional leveling. We don't want to do this, but yeah, I've got a sword with my main character, Furion. It's at 13. I gotta get it to 16. And then Maria, my other character who's a healer, she's got a cure spell that's at about 13 as well. We look here. Yeah, and I gotta get these to 16 to get the trophies. The cure's at 13, Furion's sword is at 13. Alright. Now, what's interesting about this leveling system is they tell you, and everybody's under the idea that, okay, the more you use it, the more it gains experience, which is true to an extent, but there's also another factor where if the enemies are too weak, you gain nothing. You gain nothing from those enemies. If you go back to your starting area, and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to have my character spam magic or spam the sword, it's not going to level, I found out. So, I basically have to do the final dungeon to get this sword to 16. And then, with whatever damage I take while going through the dungeon, I can use Cure, level up Cure to 16. So yeah, I think I'm all set, actually. I got some gil. I'm gonna stop by the nearest place, get some elixirs. And after I get that stuff, I'm gonna head right into the final area, or the final path. I think I have to go through a dungeon before the final dungeon. What do we got here? Yeah, Mysidia, this was the City of Mages. It's kind of surprising, actually, how much stuff carries over from Final Fantasy 2 into other Final Fantasies. Playing through this, I actually realized it has a huge influence on a lot of other games. Even like 15. Right? The weapon system and how certain monsters are weak to certain weapons. Yeah, Final Fantasy 2 actually has... Yeah. It did a lot for the series, and they're still drawing influence from it today. Right? Which is very surprising. Yeah, I don't think I need to go anywhere else. I think this is it. So I'm gonna take this thing. It's called the Jade Passage. Here's my map, right? This is gonna lead me into the final dungeon. And then the final dungeon is Pandemonium, or Hell, right? So basically, if I give you guys a quick nutshell of the story here. In the beginning of Final Fantasy II, the Emperor of Palmecia, Matt, you know, he's almost got the same name as me. This guy had an underworld army, and he just sent it out, and he started just taking over everything and killing everyone, right? So there was a lot of strife, a lot of fighting. We ended up killing him, and one of our party members, Leon, let me show you. Leon, the guy you have in the beginning, who is Maria's brother, and Furion and Guy's adoptive brother, he was going to take over the army, because he was the Dark Knight in the army. He had been captured by them and kind of brainwashed, so he was going to take it over, but when we went to confront him, the Emperor came back as a demon from hell. So here's some extended lore of Final Fantasy II that not a lot of people know. The kingdom of Palmecia, which is the Emperor's kingdom, every time somebody rules it, the demon, or the devil basically, influences that person and slowly takes over their body, right? There's a novel about Final Fantasy II, and in the novel they say that the guy's mom, Emperor Mateus's mom, you know, wandered the earth and wandered the desert for ways to protect her son from getting possessed by the devil. So basically, when we killed him, he fully became the devil and he came back to life. And he didn't care about conquering anything anymore. He just wants to kill everything now. So Leon has no choice but to join us. And we're going to go confront the Emperor and kill him. Because, yeah, that means the end of the world. So, alright. Before we do that, let's use a cottage. And then I'll head into the final dungeon here. Let's jump on in. This is the Jade Passage. I hope you guys can hear me alright. So we're going to take an underground passage into the castle. And the castle in the kingdom has basically become hell on earth. Like, not even kidding. It looks like the underworld now, yeah. This is all, yeah. Okay. So I gotta level up this sword. So this technique I've been doing is putting haste on him so he gets more hits. And I think that gives him more experience. Yeah, my guys are pretty OP. Leon is not very strong. In Final Fantasy II, you switch out your fourth party member as guest characters all the time. So we just got him. He's got, yeah, really nothing going on. I'm probably not going to invest too much time into him either. It's one of the final dungeons. I got to get 14 chests. Okay. And there's a bunch, like the last enemies I need for the bestiary are in this area. Alright, I'm gonna have these guys fight. This thing's kind of strong. Oh yeah, that's right, I have the blood sword. She just did haste again. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, he's down. Oh shit, Genji gloves, dude? Gloves boasting the finest defense that guard against sleep. Your attack goes down a little bit, but your, oh damn. That makes your magic do nothing. But, you know, I'm not really invested in the magic damage. Yeah, we can give this to him. I'm a little worried here because he's not gaining any experience. But I think the red bar showing the leveling of the weapon skill, right? I think it's in certain increments. So it has to reach a certain point. All right. Jeez. He still doesn't have anything there. Yeah, they told me like you can't use the blood sword. This is like an iconic weapon from Final Fantasy II. It's also in Dissidia that Furion uses. Yeah, when you attack, you drain HP. This one works more kind of like a demi though. Like it takes a fraction of the HP, a large fraction of the HP, and gives it to Furion. But I guess this isn't good for leveling weapon skill? I'm not entirely sure. I'm very, like, new to this, right? I've only beaten Final Fantasy II once in my life, and that was a very, very long time ago. What if I just attack with them? Still nothing? It should be high-ranking enemies. Okay, I don't have this enemy. Chimera Sphinx. Chest over here. I have a good feeling this isn't going to work out with grinding the weapon skill. I just got a feeling that it's not going to level in time. But if that's the case, I'll just get that trophy off screen. Off stream, you know, and whatever. I got this Excalibur. This is one of the best weapons in the game. This is doing a lot. Yeah, everybody's got some really good weapons. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with leveling this sword. Right, 2 doors to check out. Yeah, unfortunately I gotta do all these encounters. Well, not this one. I mean, I already got this guy, but I have to do the majority of this stuff because I need to get these monsters for the bestiary. Did I already go in there? I might have already been in there. Maybe my overall level or HP and stats needs to increase to a certain amount. Dude, these guys are hitting hard. But that's good, because I can level up Cure then. Yeah, then I just go in here and I mash this. This is at 14, that's great. No idea why that sword isn't gaining experience, though. I thought I did all the research. Alright, just spam these dudes. Yeah, these empty rooms you're seeing in Final Fantasy II, this is something called trapdoor, or a trapdoor. It's just something that was in the original, I think, you know, to throw you off. But this game probably holds the record for most empty-ass rooms in an RPG. Seriously, like they're carpet-bombed throughout all the dungeons. There's at least like 10 to 12 trapdoors in each dungeon. Okay, that's gaining experience, so I don't know why the fuck this sword isn't. Doesn't make any sense. Let me try the haste strat again. I'm not seeing any red. Sometimes when playing through this, I might start doing it in this dungeon too, where I would turn off the encounters for 5 to 10 seconds, and then turn it back on when I was ready for another battle. Because you see how bad the encounter rate is. It's really bad. It's relentless. What the fuck is going on with this sword? I think I'm just not a high enough level. Okay, that, yeah. Man, I've been fighting these guys, over and over. Leon. I got all excited. I'm like, what the f... Another trap door. Chest down there. Then I'm going up. This guy's new. Cat claws? Dude, there hasn't been... Are you serious? There hasn't been a single pugilist item? Oh, it's a dagger. Okay. Three-bladed weapon. We could give this to Guy. Sunblade. Okay. This is such a slog. Damn, those claws are good though. Doing 700 damage. I mean, it's not horrible, right? I mean, it's a high encounter rate, but it's not as bad as Final Fantasy IV. Like, those fights, those are a challenge. Going through the final dungeon, it's a challenge, dude. Okay, Pit Fiend, Ice Lizard. I think I got these guys. You want to take this imp out right away. Those imps are such pieces of shit, dude. They will spam confuse. And here's the thing about Final Fantasy II. It doesn't really work the same way as other FFs where, oh yeah, I got this like sickness thing, I should just use Esuna. Well, that works for poison and some of like the other status effects in this game, but Esuna doesn't work on confuse, it doesn't work on stone, right? So when that happens and you don't have the items, you're like up the creek without a paddle, dude. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, there's two different spells in this game. There's an Esuna and there's a Basuna. I have Basuna, I've never even used it. I don't... Like, if you look at this... Here, cure status ailments, right? And then look at this. Cure status ailments that wear off after battle. But I've tried to use this in battle. Yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy IV is a weird game, dude. Or 2. I can say it's very weird. It's neat. But yeah, very weird. This might be like the most experimental FF game. I don't... Still can't get this sword to level up. It's the strangest thing. something here. I keep getting these guys and I'm trying to get different enemies. Another trapdoor. Man, I'm kind of surprised actually how long this game is. I think I've only got about 12 or 13 hours in it, but it's much longer than Final Fantasy 1. Much longer. Get out of here. Oh, FF2? Yo, what's going on, Misa? Yeah, I've been working on this game and I'm just about ready to finish it. So I thought I'd stream the ending of it. You know, I don't think a lot of people have seen the ending of Final Fantasy 2. I was like, why not? Why not hop in here, right? Anyway, how's it going, dude? Damn, so this I'm supposed to go up and down? You go up here, and down and around. Nice, that'll work out. I think Cure will be fine. Nice, how you doing? I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired today. You know, I got home and I was doing a lot of relaxing after I got home from work. And then, probably around like 6 p.m. I picked this game up and I started like doing stuff in it. And I was like, alright, that's okay, I'm done. Okay, I'll do this part, but then I'm done. And I've been playing a shit ton of it. I guess I just want to get it done. Yeah, I'm on my way to the final dungeon. And these enemies are buff. Get this fool. Yeah, one nice thing about Final Fantasy II is the Marlboros don't do bad breath. They're just enemies in this game. They don't pose any real threat, right? You don't have to worry about that. There's other enemies that do confuse and stuff, but yeah, they're not a threat at all. What's this guy say? I don't know much of 2, but I know it has one of my favorite FF songs, even though I don't remember the name of it. What is it, Rebel Army? I think the most famous track from this game is Rebel Army. Oh wait, I take back everything I said about the about the Marlboro. Oh shit. Oh, I do know Guy speaks Beaver or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I actually looked up the lore of Guy before I got on stream, right? And so Guy was adopted by Maria and Leon's family, just like Furion. But Guy was actually, like, raised in the wild. They said he was raised by wolves. So that's why he can't really, like, speak proper grammar in English. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. I just got out of there. Here we go again. Mister, get me out of here. You ever see Happy Gilmore? Interesting. My magic sucks so bad. Because of this leveling system, it really discourages you from leveling your magic. Anything except Cure. Alright, so we're gonna use Haste. In this game, Haste improves your attack. Since old Final Fantasy, everybody just puts in the action and then it plays out. Yeah, there's no ATB enhancement. Look at that, dude. One hit? The Blood Sword is too powerful. Way too powerful. Rune Axe. Diamond Mace. Give her the Defender. It was Rebel Army? Thank you. Yeah, no problem. You know, this is a Final Fantasy from the NES era, so there's only like... They added some stuff to, you know, these re-releases in terms of music. But the original, like Final Fantasy 1 through 3, there's like 5 to 10 tracks in the whole game. You just hear them on repeat all the time. Alright, another trapdoor. I'm gonna look at something really quick. I'm gonna look at why he won't level past 13. Furion Sword won't level. You're likely fighting enemies that are too weak for your current weapon level. And there are too few attacks per battle. Fight stronger enemies. I'm fighting the strongest enemies, dude. Your skill levels aren't increasing because of this version of FF2 Pixel Remaster. It has the PSP mechanics, where if you're fighting weak enemies, your weapon levels will never increase. How is the battle rank too low, dude? I just fought a King Behemoth. You can actually hit yourself against the Hornets and Leg Eaters to increase your weapon levels. The key is having to do more actions per battle, the lower the rank of the monster is. So theoretically, you could level 15 to 16 on a monster rank 1. It would just take incredibly long. Dude, I'm getting like such conflicting information. I think the general idea is that the enemies aren't strong enough. These guys are hitting like a truck. Whatever, man. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna hope. I'm just gonna hope. Oh, who's this? This is weird. Is this guy doing like Shaolin monk training, right? Is he doing that thing where you like meditate under the waterfall? He's a shop. Should I buy these anyway? It's fucking, I don't know why. I really thought he'd have stronger stuff. My God. Dude, the blood sword is crazy overpowered. There was something. I think I was gonna check the bestiary. Been using this IGN guide. Scissor jaw. I don't have one of those. Okay, so here we are. We're in. Six out of 14. Yeah, they keep giving me these guys. What is left to do? 2 dungeons. This dungeon and the next one. That's about it. I gotta level some weapons and a spell. That's why I'm trying to level up my sword. Yeah, get the enemies. And that's about it. Let's run over here. Oh! My auto battle. This guy's actually got some defense. But yeah, the blood sword is too powerful. Alright, that's the way to go. Look at this. Pretty strong. I don't know. How's Leon with lances? Level 6. Oh, fuck it. I'll give it to him. And that the dragon armor? Hella magic interference. Yeah, I don't know why they're giving me the same guys. I know for sure there's one enemy I haven't encountered. God, I really don't remember a lot of this game. Granted, I beat this game... How old was I when I beat this game? I beat this game 17 years ago. I beat it on the PSP. That was the first time I ever beat it. Okay, these are new. You know, I was thinking about this game, playing through it, and I got this crazy idea about this game. Hear me out, hear me out. So this game, it's a really old FF game, right? So nobody really gives a shit if it gets a remake, right? If you want this game to be remade, you gotta be like a really old Japanese guy, because 2 didn't even come to the United States until like the year 2000, right, on PS1. So I was thinking about something. This game has a skill system where the more you use something, the more it levels up in terms of your weapons, right? Not like a big sell on it, but I think if they do another Stranger of Paradise game, they should just do a Final Fantasy II remake like that with the Souls genre and just, yeah, implement the same systems, right? Because that's what this game is. It's like you're a weapon master, right? You're trying all these different weapons and you're trying all this different magic and stuff. So they could just take a lot of the stuff that's in Stranger of Paradise and just do a remake like that of 2. And I think it'd be really sweet. You know, it doesn't have to be some crazy like FF7 AAA remake. It could just be that, right? I think it'd be... I would buy it. Let's see, what are you saying here? I remember reading this game had a lot of dungeons with empty rooms. Wonder why they did that. Just to fuck you over. That's it, right? Just to be dicks. Yeah, I think about playing Final Fantasy on the NES. And just how difficult that would be. These guys might kill me. No, we're good. Oh. Oh, this is old news? Did Stranger of Paradise even do well sales-wise? I don't think so. I don't think so. I know, like, I'll be the first one to tell you that the story in that game sucked. I have no idea what Nojima was thinking. They tried to write Final Fantasy I's story as being, like, bigger than, you know, a simple medieval fantasy. They were like, yeah, it's a simulation, and there's, like, this darkness that gets harvested to be used as... Dude, it was so off the wall insane. It was so goddamn ambitious, like, I have no idea what they were thinking. Yeah, I really don't think it sold well. But I will say, I did enjoy that game. I platinumed that game, right? It was a really cool, like, anniversary project for Final Fantasy. Because each one of the dungeons you do in that game represents a dungeon or zone from each of the Final Fantasies. So that was just really, really sick. And then they would play the music from those games too for those dungeons with the arranged soundtrack. But yeah, I think if they did something like that with Final Fantasy II, where it wasn't ridiculous, right? It's just the story of Final Fantasy II, and you're playing like a Souls-like, that'd be sick. That'd be a great way to do a remake of 2, and it'd probably be really cheap. I only saw it being popular most because of the Chaos meme, but besides that, nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but... yeah, that whole thing really is a shame, because it was a really, really fun Souls-like game. I think it's like the best Souls-like I've ever played, personally. The systems that they had and all that, and just... the music was so good in the game. But yeah, the story was so bad. And so ridiculous. Alright. Gonna have to switch this out. Alright, alright. I feel like my game is bugged. I'm a little worried now. Literally nothing, man. This is too weird. This is too weird. I gotta look up more stuff about it. Okay, dual wield the weakest weapon of the weapon class you're grinding. You're not trained bow. Okay, yeah. Rank 7 enemy in Pandemonium. I don't even know. I don't even know. Alright, so here, it's gonna take me into Pandemonium. I gotta check this bestiary. Alright, so where are we at? 34. It's Pandemonium. 47 is Pandemonium. 2. Pandemonium. Oh shit, the heck die. 89. Pandemonium. And yeah, that's definitely Pandemonium. Alright, I need a heck die. Yeah, let's see, where... Damn, don't kill me. I didn't even mean to fight these guys. I'm gonna start running. Alright, I'm gonna go to Pandemonium just so that I get the autosave. Castle of Hell, Pandemonium. Alright, but not yet. But not yet. Shit, I can't just warp here. And she needs... See, that's working just fine. So this is in Mysidia? Outside Mysidia or the Jade Passage? It's this one enemy. I never encountered it. Can't escape. Take that off of him. Yeah, let's switch these. You know what actually really helps with this is looking up on the internet where people say the monster appears. Cacti... where? World map after obtaining Ultima Mysidia Jade Passage. Location. Just gotta hope for the best. Oh, nice. That's pretty sick. It just showed up for me. Wait, why is he using that bow? Oh, I didn't re-equip the sword. Yeah, Leon, you use a bow. 'Cause you suck. Let's turn him into a Dragoon. Alright, dude, I'm gonna enter Pandemonium. I really hope the sword is gonna start leveling. Check this bestiary one more time. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think everything else is in Pandemonium. Alright. We're in hell. Yeah, strangely enough, I don't think this, the Pixel remasters don't include the bonus content from, you know, the PSP and the Game Boy Advance. Because they included a separate scenario of, you know, other party members. For, I think, to play after the game. Alright, is it because I'm using... What if I don't use Excalibur? That's not good. Yeah, we're gonna need... Dude. It's a good Final Dungeon theme. Yeah, the music has been rearranged. Or remastered, whatever, right? So it's really, really good. Then we're not doing any damage. Do they want me to use magic? can't figure this out, dude. These enemies are clearly hard. Find high defense enemies or use techniques to extend battles. Bring a weak weapon and a shield. Okay, I'll put weak weapons on. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through the fight, but... Okay, 2 long swords. This is starting equipment. For weapon skill, you need to make sure you are attacking enough times within a fight. I was killing everything too quickly easily. What I did was get everyone but Furion to defend. And then kill all but one enemy. Alright. What is the weapon max level? I think it might be 16? I'm not sure. I have never done this. Cool. Does such little damage. Is it actually gonna work? Yeah, let's go a little stronger. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's working. Look at that. So I was too strong. There, 2 winged sword. This is, dude. This is too strong? Okay, it's working. It's working. We cracked the code. It's working, baby. Oh, yeah. I think I just keep putting him to sleep, so he can't retaliate. It's such a small amount of damage. Got a whole nother rank right there. Alright, gonna leave. Okay. Okay, we got the method down right here. Got the method down. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the gaming news. So, People magazine, right? They always name a guy as the sexiest man alive. Every year, right? One year it'll be like Ryan Reynolds. One year it'll be Hugh Jackman, right? Dude, the guy that got chosen this year is a voice actor for one of the characters in FF14. I don't know if you remember when I was playing it, or if you've played 14. That, like, red-haired, cat boy guy? It's like a male Makote. Makote was the name of the race in 11, right? It was like a cat woman, but there's a male version of it in 14. And yeah, the guy that voices that character, Grahatia, he's fucking the sexiest man alive. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Pretty soon it'll be like fucking John DiMaggio, right? The guy who did Waka. He'll be the sexiest man alive. He'll be voted in by the FF10 community. She's out of MP, so we're gonna do this. Oh wait, we can do it. I read something different about Square Enix. They fired a lot of people and replaced them with a generative AI for QA and debugging. Not sure how that'll end up. Yeah, I saw a video about it, or yeah, and I was actually gonna watch it and react to it one of these days, but not tonight, right? Because I'm trying to beat FF2. But yeah, there's this guy I saw. He brought up a bunch of really good points. So that'd be cool to check out. Yeah, I mean, like, I hope this new strategy of theirs works out. I mean, who can say, dude, right? Who can say? Square Enix, like, I feel like their last hope going down right now is, oh, we're gonna go multi-platform and we're gonna sell enough games then. And I really don't think that's gonna be the case. Right? Like, 16 got ported to Xbox, and 16 only sold, like, what, 20,000 copies on Xbox? The games will probably sell well on the Switch. You know, when Remake and Rebirth come to Switch, they'll sell pretty well. But yeah, I think, like, people are like, oh, they had that exclusivity deal with Sony, and that's what fucked them over. I'm like, dude, the PlayStation owners are the people that buy Final Fantasy, right? Not the Xbox owners. Maybe the Switch owners, right? But, I mean, not really, because the games don't get ported to the Nintendo consoles, because they're not powerful. They can't run the games properly. That's why Remake is coming out. It's finally coming out on the Switch too. So yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do, honestly. I hope it works out. I mean, it'd be like really, really depressing, dude, if Square Enix stopped making games. I mean, is that possible? I don't know, but... Generative AI, yeah, I have no idea how generative AI is supposed to do Q&A for your games. I have no idea. Like, dude, you're gonna have an... I mean, an AI, I think it could find some bugs, right? Which is what the primary purpose of a QA is to do, is to find bugs. It's not to be like, hey, you know, I wasn't really that engaged with the story, and I feel like you guys could improve this side quest. That's not what game testing is, at all. Game testing is like, dude, move up and down this menu, like, make sure it doesn't bug out if you know, rotate the camera too much. It's very unglamorous. It's not what people think, right? So, maybe generative AI could help with that. But yeah, I think it is important to have actual people talk to you about your game and say like, yeah, I'm not engaged, I got bored, or this or that. Oh shit. See, this is a problem. I think I should just run. Yeah, Esuna doesn't cure confuse in this game. I don't know why. It's not a curse, right? It's amnesia? No, that's not amnesia. Let's just get out of here. Otherwise, Furian's gonna kill everybody. I don't know much about AI, but I do understand generative AI is the one that takes people's art, music, and stuff and does its own new thing. It is something I'm against with the big companies. Yeah, I mean, at my job, I use generative AI, right? Because I'm like a graphic designer at my job. So I'll use it through Photoshop. But, yeah, I mean, it has to get that influence from somewhere, right? So it takes it from other things it finds on the internet and generates it. I mean, we'll see, like, how they're gonna react to this legally in a few years. I mean, I have no idea. Oh, are you fucking kidding? I'm trying to finish this game. Oh, actually... Did I get all the treasure here? I did. Okay. Oh, this battle's gonna take a while. Use AI, Matt? Unscribe, unfollow, Kappa. I don't use, I use AI to, like, fill in cropped images. I know you're joking, right? But yeah, like, I'll have to, like, crop things out, and then if it takes too much of the image, I use AI to just, like, fill it back in, mostly. I'm not like, hey, generate me Pablo Picasso. I'm not doing that shit, right? You know, I'm creating advertising and I have to crop things a certain way. I have to crop them perfectly, right, to put in the ad. So, yeah, I'm not doing anything crazy with it. Nice 15. I'm just so happy this is working so well. Alright, now we're gonna go through here. Gonna run the autosave. Beast Demon. Oh god, I forgot to put her on defend. Alright, do that. Okay, now we wait. Have you seen the new Coca-Cola Christmas ad made with AI? It looks so weird. Is it like the polar bears or something, or what? You want me to look it up real quick? This is 11 months ago, is this right? 11 months ago? Is it supposed to be more recent? Okay, this one. Let's see. This is all AI right here? They always do this, man. They try to tug at your heartstrings with the polar bears and shit. Yeah, that truck is not animated right. You can tell, right? The way it's moving. Yeah, dude, that was AI. I'm not gonna lie, dude. My reaction is... Now we're gonna get cooler commercials? Oh, shit. Playing something else now. Happiness Machine. I mean, damn, if everything is AI though, right? Like movies and music... What are we gonna do? Right? Like, there's not gonna be any need for us as people to do it. It's just gonna be all generated. Holy shit, these guys do a lot of damage. Let's run. I need to farm this, right? I don't know, man. Yeah, my gut reaction is just... Okay, like, yeah. Companies can generate, like, really cool shit for almost nothing. But yeah, there's not going to be a need for actors. There's not going to be need for directors. I mean, maybe a director, right, and an editor, but I mean, shit. But you know what? If Square Enix starts using it, maybe these games will get out in like 2 to 3 years and not fucking 6 to 7. I mean, that's the brutal truth. But yeah, their thing is they're gonna do it with QA, which I don't know if that's gonna be helpful. Okay. Alright, good, good. It's not doing any damage. Gaia Blade is kind of strong, but whatever, we'll try it. Just keep putting him to sleep. And I do this all the way to level 16, baby. All the way to level 16. I'm like 40% of the way there. Alright, yeah. Oh no, Guy, you're gonna do so much damage. I got an idea. Call me crazy. I love how they just didn't change the programming for this game. 30 years later. Alright, still doing it the same way. Okay. Gonna save it. Alright, let's start moving through Pandemonia. Or Pandemonium. I was thinking of the summon in 8. Alright. Alright, we'll get him next time. Run. Yeah, these aren't doorways, they're just... okay. I understand. Mithril Golem, he's a piece of shit. Alright, we're good? The screen just keeps flashing because I keep doing critical hits. Dude, speaking of that Coca-Cola commercial, I was watching my favorite streamer, he was watching sumo matches, right? And in between these sumo matches, they'd play Japanese ads. Oh, we got it. They play these Japanese ads, dude, and those ads are so strange. They're like stereotypical strange. You just don't know what the hell is going on. People are shouting stuff like, you know, the kanji goes all over the screen. I just remember I was thinking like, oh yeah, ads in Japan, they're not that weird. Like, they're just, it's just because they're speaking another language. And like, dude, no, they're weird. Like, they're different. Okay, we got that, so now I can just start heading through this thing. Blood sword. Okay, we're just gonna own everybody now. And then we just gotta get Cure to 16. Get Cure to 16, get all the treasure. Okay. Alright, this will be great. So yeah, 16 is the max level. Alright. Man, I was thinking about how, after I beat this game, I was like, I was talking to myself, I'm like, are you gonna do 3? Are you gonna get the platinum on Final Fantasy 3? And I was like, dude, I don't know if I got that in me. That game sucks, dude. It really sucks. When I beat it on the DS, it was torture. Pixel Remaster was a little better. But yeah, FF3 is like... might be the worst game in the franchise. Like, it might be worse than 15. Honestly, I'm so strong. I'm so strong I could probably just skip the encounters and go right to the final boss. But I gotta level up this cure spell. The DS has a cool opening intro though, one of my favorites. Is everything your favorite? No, it was definitely cool that they tried to reinvent Final Fantasy 3 on the DS. You know, like giving it actual characters. Because, you know, I'm gonna say something that might be sacrilegious to the FF community, right? But the Onion Knight, stupid concept. Right? To just have 4 characters that were all different colors, the same outfit but different color, and be like, yeah, it's called an Onion Knight. I just don't see the appeal of that. And yeah, that character was in Dissidia, and I don't know, it was kind of cool when that character would turn into a sage or a ninja and have those moves, but yeah. I thought it was way cooler when they, in the DS, how they created actual characters for the kids. Man, I wonder what FF has the best opening. Probably 10? I think it's between 8 and 10. Damn, if I'm thinking about it, it's really close for me. Frankly, like, I might actually give it to 8. I know 10 has, like, the Xanarkin blowing up in the metal song and all that stuff. But, dude, 8's intro is... like, it's like cinematic masterpiece, dude. The way the feather moves and then the fighting and the music. Damn. That's alright, do lots of damage. Just don't kill me. I need to heal. Almost there. I like 5s, but I guess that's nostalgia speaking. 5's intro? It's not bad. I don't know, I just don't think it's that, like, captivating. You know what I think of when I think of the opening of 5? I think of the fucking meteor and how loud that shit is. Because every time you boot up the game, you're like, oh yeah, 5. This is gonna be sick. And then that meteor sound happens and you're like, where the fuck is the remote, dude? My ears are bleeding. Turn this game down. What is happening right now? Is the game broken? Dude, that meteor is so fucking loud in the beginning. It's ridiculous. I don't know if... I think they probably fixed it in the Pixel Remaster, right? But you just hear that like... grrr. I think there was a time I was playing that game as a kid, and I was playing that intro, and my mom was taking a nap or something, and then she just was like, Matt, what the fuck? Like, she was pissed because it was so loud, it woke her up. And I was in like a different room. I was like, I don't know, the game's retarded. It's just loud as hell right now. I don't know why. I was showing her the TV. I'm like, it's on 5.6 volume. You know, it's not loud. 1 out of 10. Yeah, she forgave me though. Yeah, I think I would get the platinum for 5, but I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time mastering jobs, which, you know, isn't too bad if you use the island ninja scroll strat, right? Where you go to that island and you just throw out thunder scrolls and you get 4 or 5 AP per battle. It's really not too bad. God, it's so close. Have some more soda. I'm crashing here. Is that the Emperor down there? There's only one chest? Oh, it's just another teleporter. I fought these guys, right? Yeah, I'll just start running from stuff if they're not a new enemy type. Oh, we got it. I'm getting there. I just gotta get the rest of the monsters, the rest of the treasure, and then beat the game. Actually, did I get that trophy for the locations? I did, right? Okay, we're good. This is a big place. Alright, let's get this treasure. So, like... Oh my god. You know, with this one, am I supposed to... Alright, never mind. You go up here. There we go. Oh, Zombie Borgin? This guy was a boss, you know, near the beginning of the game. Oh, you can't use Blood Sword. That's right, he's a zombie. Whatever, dude, the Gaia Blade is fine. This is how OP I am. Okay, no hidden wall. Just gotta go around. What's left here? Oh, 62. I think this might be all boss characters though. I think it's just the stuff I'm gonna find in the chests and yeah, Devil Wolf. Okay, I gotta find him. That's the other door. Alright. Gotta double back. Wait. That was a hidden door, but what about... Try this. That song is gonna haunt our dreams. The battle theme? It's gonna... Yeah, just... Whenever we go to sleep tonight, just be thinking of that battle theme. Can we not run without... Okay. Like, what's going on here? Tiamat? Oh. Something very satisfying about that. One hit. Oh, that's the guy I need. Perfect. Man, random question. Have you played any of the Ys games? Yeah. I played a little bit of Ys 8. Yeah, I played a little bit of Lacrimosa of Dana, is that what it's called? Yeah. When it came out, I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I never ended up playing it or anything or getting it because one, I didn't have the money or the time. I think it was mostly a time issue. Yeah, I wanted to play the game, but I didn't want to pay full price for it, right? I didn't like it that much. And then by the time it came down in price, that game might actually still be expensive. Let me look it up here. Alright, PS5 version is $35, PS Store is $20. Where's the PS4 version? Dude, this guy's selling a pre-owned one for 40 bucks. This game is so old. Because yeah, I remember working at GameStop. Dude, look at these prices, man. Look at these prices for this game. This game came out in like, what, 2017? Look at this. Look at these prices. Fix this. $35 for a used PS5 copy. $55 for a used Switch copy. 20 bucks digitally. Why is this so expensive as a physical game? Did they only print like 10,000 of them? Look at this, dude. 80? Yeah, it just doesn't come down in price ever. PS4 version, used, pre-owned, $40. I don't know why. Maybe the developers of that game are trying to do like a Gucci Louis Vuitton thing, like, sorry. Because I say that you pay more for my game, it's more important. You know, some bullshit like that. One I've always seen with the same price ever is one called Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi. Is there a reason that one's expensive? Check this. Okay, I'm gonna take a bet here. I'm gonna take a bet and say that the rest of these enemies are the final battle and chest enemies. So what we can do is we can turn these babies off and try and beat the game. Astaroth, straight from Soul Calibur. Oh, great. I need the blood sword. I need it. No idea, every time I see it, it's with the same price, like a horror JRPG dungeon crawler. Yeah, it must be like supply and demand. Just supply and demand. You know, so many people have it or can't have it. Oh, there's another one over there. Alright, let's head back. Dude, that monster would have completely destroyed me without the blood sword. That's honestly crazy. Oh no, I do have the Excalibur, but still. This game has a very weird, like, design concept. The bosses, every boss you encounter just has really high defense. I don't know if they have very low HP. But yeah, every boss you fight, you do like a quarter to half of the damage you normally do. Genji. Zero evasion. We're heading on to the next thing. So the... Is there another teleporter in one of those rooms? I'll have to take a look, right? I don't see a teleporter. Is there a hidden wall? Oh, that one. I see it now. Didn't I... thought I went through that wall. I'm losing it, man. I've been playing this game for like 6 hours straight. I played a lot before I hopped on stream. 6 out of 10. Just one chest. I was wondering why you started this so late. Yeah, I was debating, but ultimately I went with streaming. Need one more. Damn, we are in hell. I missed a chest. Was that at the beginning? Trying to make sure I didn't miss it. Something tells me it might be in like the first 2 areas of Pandemonium. I mean, fingers crossed, this is supposed to be the last chest. Yeah. One more chest. Okay, got 9 out of 10. Let me know if you see it. I'm gonna keep heading back. It's all starting to blend together. I don't think it's here. Let me see. Also, speaking of which, Iron Giant. I need an Iron Giant too. Yeah, I think I got it. It's a secret? Hidden room. Floor 5. Oh, it contains the Masamune. Alright. Yeah, I would not have found that. Okay, floor 5. I just went around that thing. Okay, almost there. We just gotta hang in there. It's the 5th floor. 7th floor. Hang on, is it supposed to... Okay, you go up to the 7th floor, but is it supposed to come back down? Third floor. Alright. I'm going back up. I'm gonna hope it comes back. Back to... Alright. They're making this as hard as possible. It truly is a labyrinth. I keep getting lost. This takes me up to 7 now. So it brings me back down to 5. Oh, got this? Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, 8th floor. I don't think it's going back down. Yeah, 9th, and then that's the Emperor. Okay, I missed something. Yeah, they definitely did that to fuck with the player, right? Like, the changing of the floors constantly. It doesn't go in order, right? It doesn't go 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, it's funny. It's like a labyrinth, right? And the novelization of FF2 that came out in Japan was called Labyrinth of Nightmare. That's kind of interesting. 6th floor. Wait, what did that say? That say 5th floor? Okay, this is floor 5. Got it. Okay, just gotta go through the other door. Yeah, look at how confusing that is. It's a flat. This is flat, right? But these two doors are floor 5, and the ones on the right are floor 6. There was a book, yeah. I don't think it ever got translated. But yeah, I think they did a novelization of 2. Oh wait, I had a book. Oh shit. Okay, here's the hidden thing. I had a book of... Hang on, is it over here? Damn, it's not over here where my other Final Fantasy books are, but here, maybe I can look it up. There was a novelization of Final Fantasy 1 through 3 as a book, and I bought it and I read it. Memory of Heroes. This was it, yeah. That's right, and it named all the characters in one. I completely forgot that I wrote this. Or, I mean, read this. I did not write it. Yeah, crazy. Really gets swept under the rug. Alright, let's finish this game. I got them all. All treasure chests. Masamune. Cast haste, that's cool. That sounds cool though. I only have the first two Ultimanias. The first two? Alright, now I gotta turn this on because I gotta fight an Iron Giant. Where's this guy supposed to show up again? Fifth floor or sixth floor? Okay. First two Ultimanias. I think I have the 1 through 6 and the 7 through 9. Oh yeah, I have those too. I forgot that I do. I actually have two versions of the 7 through 9. Because I bought one in Japan. I was like, yeah, this is gonna motivate me to learn Japanese, and that didn't happen. Can you believe it, that it didn't? Yeah, I always thought about getting the 10 through 14 one, but the only thing I really want is FF10. Right? I don't really care about the lore in any of these other games. I do like 12, but yeah. Come on, just give me this encounter. 13 had cool bosses. Oh yeah, 13 would be in there too. Yeah, 13's an interesting game. I've kind of heated up to it as I've gotten older. And I was thinking about this today about how I like 13 more than 15. I mean, objectively, I think 13 is a way better game than 15. It also has way more FMVs. Yeah, it's just way better. I looked into platinuming that game, 13. I think it's like 100 hours, dude. It's like 80 to 100 hours because you have to upgrade all these weapons and it takes forever. God damn you, Iron Giant. God damn you. I'm going to floor 6. It's taking too long. It says... Oh shit, is this the super boss again? Go to floor 7 and run back and forth under the 6 pillars. I found him in about 5 minutes there. Okay, floor 7. I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. I think I fought this guy in a previous dungeon. I just want to make sure. As much as I hate the data log of 13, at least everything is within the game. For the full 15 experience, you gotta watch the movies, anime, read a book, ending. Yeah, but they knew what they were doing with that, man. They knew what they were doing with that. They knew that the game wouldn't be of a certain quality. Right? And they knew everybody was hyped on that concept since 2006. Right? So, it's kind of like what they're doing with the FF9 remake, remaster, whenever it's going to come out. They're just trying to sell as much shit as they can before the game comes out. As they know people are hyped up. I mean, according to that Square Enix stuff that came out, the merchandise is doing very well compared to everything else. This encounter rate, man. Okay, run under the pillars, they said? And there's all these different Gigas. Yeah, I fought him already in the tower. Is this what they want me to do? Is that what they're saying? Run back and forth under the 6 pillars. See, one thing I was nervous about reading that stuff, they brought up the War Mech. Now, the War Mech was the last monster I needed to get in Final Fantasy 1 to complete the bestiary. But the thing is that it had such a low encounter rate because it was a super boss. So I was in one of the dungeons just trying to spawn it. And I'm kind of afraid that's the deal with, like, what the deal is with the Iron Giant. Yeah, I gotta be really careful pushing square. There were like a couple times playing FF1 in this game where I was like, oh, I'm trying to find this monster. And I kept fleeing from the battles and then it showed up and I hit that and I ran out of the battle. I was like, oh, shit. I face-palmed myself. Come on, show me the giant. Please. Yeah, this is what they're telling me I gotta do. Thought I was gonna yawn. I just sighed. I'm that tired. Here, I'll turn the music down. It's probably getting really annoying. Is that -20? Alright, there we go. Now it's just like a light thing. Oh my god, dude. 1.6% encounter rate. So it's a super boss. So now I'm nervous because if I do encounter him, he might just kick my ass. You know, I'll spend all this time trying to get him, a 1 in 100 chance, and then he'll just show up and obliterate my party. I hope the blood sword works. Yeah, this is exactly what I had to do with FF1. God damn, man, 1%? It's like I'm trying to get the Zodiac Speeder in 12. Not you. I don't want you. Better chances than a 5-star character in Gacha. If you pay money in those games, does it actually increase your chance? Or you just draw more, right? You just draw more, right? You just buy more chances to get it. You don't increase your chance, you just buy more, you know, draws. Stuff is ridiculous, man. People blow so much money on that shit, and I don't understand. Sometimes I feel like people, when they play gacha games, they feel like they have to do it, right? In some ways they do, because, you know, it's better. It's going to take way longer to try and farm the thing naturally without paying money, right? And so they feel like they're trapped, and they're like, well, I gotta pay the money, you know? And it's a free-to-play game, so, you know, it's not like I blew 60, 70 bucks on the game. I can buy this loot box. And, you know, it just gets into this, like, toxic thing of... Right, all of a sudden you've spent, like, 40 bucks. Draw more, yeah. Yeah, like, I just really don't understand it, man. Yeah, like, everybody who I've ever known who's bought a loot box, it seems like they had to do it. Like they had no choice. And I'm like, dude, what is going on here? You knew what you were doing. But they always have that same mentality. I've never done it, man. Not a single loot box. I've never wanted to do it. The ones I play have a pity system. If you don't get a 5-star character in X amount of polls, then after those, you'll be guaranteed to get them. Okay. Well, that's something. That's nice. I don't know, but aren't they... I haven't watched the videos or read the articles, but isn't there something happening where they're going to ban that? Some sort of law is going to be put in place so that, you know, companies don't design games that way anymore? Then 50-50 kicks in, meaning if you get a 5-star, you have a 50% chance to be the character on the banner of a 50% of the standard ones nobody wants. Yeah, I don't... I think it's funny watching those streamers just like blow their bank account on it. Right, I think that's really funny. Like, oh, I just dropped $100. I was trying to get waifu, you know, Celestia, and you know she's like a 1 in 500 pull. Like that's interesting, but yeah, like being a gamer and spending the money, I don't know about that. We work hard for this money out here. Can't be blowing it. Can't be blowing it on some shit. Man, this is how long it took to spawn the war mech. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm fucking penetrating these holes between these pillars, dude. I'm just fully penetrating it, trying to get an Iron Giant encounter. I did get the new guy. He's cool. Also was able to get his weapon. All right. Well, is he like super OP? Was he absolutely worth it? Got a 1.6% chance. He better be weak to the blood sword. That's all I'm gonna say. If he's not, if the blood sword doesn't work on him, I'm gonna lose my mind. .6 chance. Fastest way to find him? What's this?
This tutorial will explain how you can find the Iron Giant in the Pixel Remaster version of Final Fantasy II. You can only fight against this enemy on the 5th, 6th, and 7th floor of the Pandemonium dungeon. The best spot is apparently on the 7th floor, as there is an area that is lined with pillars.
Oh, those
If you run
pillars?
below these pillars, then you may have a better chance of encountering the Iron Giant.
Okay, man, I'm desperate.
In terms of the
I'll try that. He's more of a support, but I like him. All right. He's alright. This AI video, right? You have a higher chance of encountering the Iron Giant under these pillars. This reminds me of Dissidia? Yeah, it should. I mean, this is the Final Fantasy II stage in Dissidia. Yeah, Pandemonium. Anyway, what's going on, Zord? It's fucking Iron Giant, dude. Yeah, if he spawns, he's gonna be tough. The War Mech was tough, too. When I finally encountered him, my Final Fantasy I party was OP, in my opinion. And this dude showed up and he was like shooting missiles at me. Doing tons of damage. I'm like, oh, shit. This is bad. But, you know. I don't know, if the blood sword works, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, I'll turn it down more. I mean, do I just keep hanging out here, or do I consult Google once again? Oh, the colors on this screen look way different than on my TV. Dude, it's a pixel remaster, right, of a game that's 30 years old. Why couldn't there just be an Iron Giant sitting there, right? And if I pushed X and challenged him to a fight, I could. Why do you... Why do I have to jump through fucking hoops of a 1.6% encounter rate? This is just so ridiculous. Oh. I'm slowly losing my mind here. I think I need more soda. By the time this thing spawns, I won't even be mad anymore. I'm not even gonna know who I am. I'm gonna be like Tom Hanks in Castaway, just my hair all grown out, beard. Matt was in Pandemonium for a year. He could not spawn the Iron Giant. Just had no luck. Yeah, I wish this stuff worked the way I think Final Fantasy VII has a design where if you just stay in the area, you know, every encounter you increase the chance that you're going to run into something else, something rare. I think I was trying to spawn cactuars in Final Fantasy VII, and it was a low encounter rate. And there was a guy in my chat, he's like, no, like, if you sit here, it's going to show up, like, you're going to run into one. You have to. It's just the way they designed the game. You know, some of these are just like, I don't know, maybe you will. I hope you do. I guess, you know, they had to put it so low because if I run into it, I don't think I can run from the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I encounter the Iron Giant, you can't run from that fight. You have to beat him. So if the encounter rate was like 5%, that could be bad. You could run into him on a casual playthrough, and then yeah. But you know, they could have increased the encounter rate for Pixel Remaster, because Pixel Remaster saves every time you go into a new area, like a new zone. So if the Iron Giant did spawn and kicked your ass, like, okay, you lose like what, 5 minutes of progress? It's not like back in the day where, oh shit, I didn't save. It's all gone, man. Like, it wouldn't work that way. So I'm a little dumbfounded why they didn't increase it in the Pixel Remaster. The YouTube video was full of shit. It's not spawning here. Everybody's saying this is the way. You sit under the pillars, you run back and forth. I'm calling bullshit. What I think is really crazy about these bestiaries and these old, you know, Final Fantasy games, when I look up information about these pixel remasters and getting the trophy and completing the bestiary, dude, I find stuff from the game FAQs and forums from like 10, 15 years ago. Or even people who played the PSP version, they're like, how do I spawn this guy? You know, like, this is before the trophy system or achievements, right? Game Boy Advance, they were trying to complete the bestiary, you know, without any like formal trophy system or achievement system. I just think that's insane. Just trying to 100% a Game Boy Advance copy of Final Fantasy II is dedication. You'll get it eventually? I don't think I will. I think it's going to be like when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, right? It's going to be right when I give up. It's going to happen. That's what happened with Final Fantasy IV. I was trying to spawn... it wasn't spawning. I was trying to get these monsters to drop a summon, an optional summon. And I must have done like over 200 encounters to get it. And I was this close to giving up. I was gonna beat the game and just be like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna platinum it. You know, it's just, I can't get it to spawn. I can't get it to drop. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, within like 5 minutes of having that thought of giving it up, it happened. I was like, what? But yeah, it took like 3 to 5 hours to get that drop. Is Final Fantasy 2 good? It's a really weird game. I want them to remake it in a Stranger of Paradise style. But yeah, playing through it again, I realize it's a very, very weird game. But like, we're talking, this game came out in the 80s, right? The original. So it's pretty cool for the 80s. And the story is definitely much better than Final Fantasy 1. I think out of the first 3 Final Fantasy games, this one's the best. God, can you hear me? You haven't abandoned me, have you? But yeah, I was saying this earlier, right? Probably at the beginning of the stream. Dude, Final Fantasy 2 playing through this game and seeing like the mechanics and the stuff in the story, it's definitely still influencing Final Fantasy to this day. There's a lot of things I'm seeing in this game like, oh, they were referencing FF2 with that. Oh, like, you know, enemies being weak to certain weapons. They were referencing, that's an FF2 thing. Like, they put that in FF15, right? With Noctis and the weapons. Since you don't really use magic in that game, the enemies are just sort of weak to certain weapons. And that's how this game works. It's kind of surprising. And then, yeah, this is the first game where Cid appears. They put Cid in FF1 with, like, the re-releases. But this was the first game that had Cid. This was the first game that had Chocobos. This was the first game that had, fuck, what was I gonna say? First Cid, first Chocobo. Not Airship. Airships were in the first one. I think that just escaped me. Maybe it was just those two? I played the PS1 version. The OP CGI was cool, unlike FF1 CGI opening was so bad. I feel like they're... Yeah, I mean... I don't think one was worse than the other. Yeah, like one has Warrior of Light fighting a dragon up on a mountain. And then FF2 has them escaping from Finn. Right. I think they're both really good. You know, if you want to talk about, you know, older FF games with their FMVs looking bad, did you ever see Final Fantasy IV Chronicles? Or Final Fantasy Chronicles on PS1, FF4? Dude, holy shit. So, I'm going to show this to you guys. We need to take a break from this shit. This looked so bad. They must have outsourced it to some cheap-ass company. So keep in mind, this was like after... This was like around the time Final Fantasy IX released. And this was after the anthology. The anthology when they did the cool FMVs for 5 and 6. Check this out, dude. Pull it up for you. Okay. Okay, you're like kind of interesting, right? Kind of interesting. Good frame rate. Yeah. To be honest, I think I've only watched this. This is supposed to be Cecil's Dark Knight form. This came out in 2001 or 2000-ish. That's supposed to be Rosa. When did this come out? Look at that, dude. That looks like Sega fucking Saturn graphics. This is horrible. This came out in 2001. This was an FMV made, yeah, after Final Fantasy IX. That's supposed to be Rydia? I guess it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, the chocobo. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Can you believe that? Okay. So you guys are like, whatever, Matt, you know, Final Fantasy IV didn't have an opening AMV. Let's check out the Final Fantasy VI anthology opening. Okay, did anybody else do an AI one? Okay. Now granted, I'm showing you guys the like 4K, you know, whatever versions. Okay, we'll do this one. 30 FPS. Look at these character models. So this was done before Final Fantasy IV was ported to the PS1. Like, what happened? Who did they outsource this to that it looked so bad and this looked so good? Now this is running at a much higher frame rate because somebody, you know, kind of remastered it, fixed it. But still, just the way it actually looks. I mean, this looks good. Oh yeah, Sabin with his yellow pants and his Chad necklace. Yeah, so normally this opening's running at like 15 to 20 frames. This guy remastered it to 30. Man, this just shows that if they did a remake of 6, it would be low-key kind of creepy. I always thought those Magitech armor things are so weird. Like, the way they ride on them is awkward, and yeah. But anyway, you can see, yeah, huge difference in quality. Massive difference in quality. And that was before... That came out before the 4 port. So yeah, I don't know, man. Alright, back to the nightmare. Keep in mind the FF movie was the reason for the bad CG? What are you talking about? Spirits Within didn't affect any... Spirits Within didn't have any effect on, you know, the game's openings or FMVs. Everyone went to work on the movie? Yeah, I think with Final Fantasy IV, that Chronicles one, they definitely outsourced it to some other people. Dude, Cecil riding on that black chocobo, that is the... that is the shit of nightmares. God, I remember I really wanted that back in the day. I saw it at Walmart, Final Fantasy Chronicles, and it had Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. It's like, oh my god, I want that so bad. I ended up getting it later in life. But yeah. Yeah, I got a physical copy of it, the PS1. But the guy who sold it to me, it didn't have the manual. So it wasn't complete. God. I don't think this thing's ever gonna spawn, guys. I think they're playing us for fools. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, the Final Fantasy V one doesn't look very good either. We can watch that one in a bit. We gotta put in like 5 to 10 minutes here, and then we can watch the Final Fantasy V one. God, set me free, Iron Giant. Hear my plea. Please hear me. I just want to fight you. I remember the 5 one was alright. Dude, do you not remember what Bart's looked like? What are we averaging, like 5 encounters a minute? You know what it is? This game knows that I'm on stream, and now it doesn't want to appear. It's like, let's make Matt look really stupid. I remember the part the princess is in that ruins... that runs with his ghostly father? Oh. Yeah, we'll watch it in a bit. We can review it then, right? I just remember my brother showing it to me and I was like, what the f... I don't know, there's something like really emotional though. And like endearing, I guess, about Final Fantasy V's characters and its story. Right? Like the villain sucks in 5. Like Exdeath, he just looks like a clone of Golbez and you don't really understand his motive at all. He's just like, I just want to return everything to nothing. Because that's what the Void wants. It's like, oh. This is it. This is it. Okay. Elixir. Yes, it works. Oh, one hit. One hit. Okay, you guys ready to beat this game? You guys ready to beat this fucking game? All right, let me go to the next area so it'll save. Okay, you guys are in the Final Fantasy V opening. All right. Let's pull that baby up. See if there's a remastered one. AI remastered. Oh god, dude, it's in the thumbnail. The model of Bart's. Okay, we ready? Let's turn this off. Okay, pull up the window capture. So this is 5. This is supposed to be the Void? Oh, that's the meteor, yeah. It's space. Okay. So the reason the characters look so weird is because they didn't do like a Dissidia thing. They did like full-on Amano renders of the characters. They don't match the sprites at all. Galuf looks so weird. You know, this was back in the day where they could show something like this on the box art, and people would be like, whoa, there's probably like a lot of these cutscenes in the game. Ooh, Bart's. Bart's looks like your elementary school teacher. What were they thinking? That's it for the opening, right? Yeah, that one's really short. But yeah, this Bart's... This looks awful. This is awful. Dude, just for reference. This is why this was so hype when I saw that they released Famitsu scans of Bart's in this game. This is what Bart's really looks like. Well, this would be his character model. Where's the... Like, this is how he should actually look, right? And then they did this. Like, what? This isn't even like the Amano outfit, is it? Oh, he's got a little bit of beads here. But yeah, damn. That's the Amano outfit right there. Yeah, dude, if they do a remake of this game, I want them to use like this as the base and then give him this gold, this sash, and then this gold shoulder thing, right? Like do the original sprite work here and then just add this thing and this. Yeah, he definitely looks better here. Hey, it's Boots. Yo, what's going on, Neo Midgar? That was it. I remember it being longer. There's for I don't know about Final Fantasy IV, but for 5 and 6, there's ending FMVs as well. Like after you beat the game, they show more. But yeah. Okay, you guys ready to beat this game? I'm ready. Okay. Head to the next zone. Yeah, Neo Midgar, we were just we were watching all those like PlayStation ports of the older Final Fantasy games, the openings, and how weird they looked. So we were kind of like reviewing it and watching it, yeah. Very strange. Just beat Live Alive the other day, absolutely adored it. Damn. I'm jelly. I couldn't get into that game. What was the OG Amano design look like? For Bart's? So this design right here, this is... So what happened with Dissidia, right, was all the characters are based off of the Amano art. They're not based off of how they look in the games. They're based off of the Amano concept art. And then you fuse the Amano concept art with some Nomura influence, because Nomura redrew everybody. This is Nomura's art. So Nomura took like the Amano stuff and then just kind of like modernized it and made it a little more appealing. So if you do the full Amano Bart's, it would be this outfit with the white hair. This was some sort of alternate, I believe. But yeah, it would be this with the silver hair. I mean, yeah, this is Dissidia, correct? So yeah, right here, see? Oh yeah, and then this was on, yeah, this was a different costume he had with Ferris. Yeah, and then this is what they did, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Like, come on. Alright, that was the FMV. Oh, this was cool, dude. The trading card game art. That's pretty sick. Or was that Magic? No, I think it was trading card game. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this... If they did a remake, it would be the red cape. Right? The mime cape. That's really cool. Because, yeah, he has that cape in the, on the cover art. But anyway, alright, let's beat the game. Always wanted to try this game, but its reputation has always intimidated me a bit. Yeah, it's not easy to get into. Final Fantasy 1 through 3, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't recommend even playing them. Unless you're a huge Final Fantasy fan. Okay, should we heal up here? Alright, here's the Emperor. You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me. But the hand of man which deals in false justice and forsaken love can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell. Dude, I might honestly one-shot him. Okay, do this. Haste. Dude, is he dead? That was max damage. He's still alive, okay. Two turns, dude. Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you not once but twice. Who are you? It's done. Now let's get out of here. That's all the bestiary? It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you, with all my heart, I thank you. With the combined strength of Kashuan and Finn, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Look at you, do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job. I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. You sure showed 'em, Furion. You're every bit the bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating, I'm butchering this shit. I can't do a Scottish accent. What did not sit well with you, Maria? Looks like your next battle's already begun, Furion. You did it. I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. I'm going to be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. Joseph? So yeah, you guys are all FF9 fans, right? That story about Rama, the story Rama has you put together, that's Final Fantasy II, by the way. It's about that guy, and that's the daughter. We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell, words cannot express my gratitude to you all. War finally over. Yes. We can all live in peace again, together. Right, Leon? There can be no going back. Not for all of us. But why? Don't go. Furion, stop him. Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him now. Not now. Leon, we will meet again. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. The long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all had vanished without a trace. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. Oh yeah. It's a good game. Definitely for the time it was good. Especially with the story that it had. I mean, this was up against what, Dragon Quest 1 through 4? This story would have been really good for like 87, 88 when it came out. It's pretty crazy to think about. Level of CG has risen significantly after Nomura's creative control. If you watch the opening of 4 on the DS, you'll notice a crystal room similar to the one in the Versus trailers. Yeah, the Final Fantasy IV DS opening is good. Well, that's kind of my whole thing anyway, being a super fan of JRPGs, so I'm definitely playing it sometime. Alright, yeah, good luck. I mean, the Pixel Remaster has a lot of quality of life features that make it much more tolerable and a lot of good, decent game balancing. So if you play this version of it, it's definitely a lot better than playing, you know, the Game Boy Advance or the PSP. It can definitely expedite a lot of the problems that, or, you know, grinding or, you know, anything. Being able to turn the encounters off, great feature. Insanely great feature. But yeah. I'm happy, man. I'm happy that I completed it. We're gonna have to see after these credits if I'm gonna actually get the platinum for it. Okay, let's see. Oh shit. Got 2 under the belt now. Oh. Gallery? Oh, I love this title art. You beat it, good work, thanks. I love this, dude. Dude, this with, I used to have a phone case that had this logo with Furion holding the blood sword. Oh, yeah, that. These two things, man, so sick. What is that? Is that Furion fighting... No, it's Ricard fighting Leon? Damn, dude, Amano drew all this out? I always thought Amano's art was really creepy, but also like, kind of like a prophecy. You know, and I always thought that made it really cool. Yeah, dude, they should just do a Souls-like remake of this game. That's pretty cool that they put the gallery in here. I wonder what the Emperor, if they tried to like make him look like a hornet, or like a, you know what I mean, like some sort of butterfly hornet bug thing. First ever Sid, right here. You got all monster art. Damn, was this the first game to have the behemoth? Yeah, that's right. Amano used to draw all the monsters. He used to draw all the characters, all the monsters. And then guess who showed up around Final Fantasy 4 or 5 to draw monsters? Nomura. That's how he got his start in the company. He was drawing the monsters. And then he graduated into doing the characters. They would draw all this out, man. All of this. Just so that they could put it into an 8-bit pixel art. Damn, it's done then. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I think it'd be cool going forward if all FF games, you know, they always have that same font, and then they do like a little, you know, symbol or something to represent the game behind it. But I think each game should have an alternate logo like this, right? To give it more of its own identity. This was the original, right? I don't think it was until... Was it 4 or 3 did they start doing that runic font? Yeah. They were trying to make Emperor look like David Bowie. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. I went ham on this game, dude. I'm ready to just close my eyes for 48 hours straight. Trying to get all those trophies. Get all those chests. Get the sword levels up and all that. But yeah, dude. There you go, Final Fantasy 2. Check it out, man. Pixel Remaster if you want to try it. I recommend this version the best. So yeah. Play it if you want to, right? I think they're all on sale. Pixel Remaster and everything. Okay, well I'm gonna head to bed, guys. I hope, yeah. If you want to, I think later on this week I'm gonna be playing more Remake. So, where am I in that game? I'm about to do the second reactor bombing. Yeah, if you want to, come on over, right? We'll talk about some stuff, talk about some games. Same as always, no biggie. But yeah, I'm gonna head out here. I'm gonna go to bed, right? I'm gonna watch some Netflix. Go to sleep. I hope you guys do the same, right? Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend if I don't see you, okay? Alright, good night, everybody. We're done! We're done with Final Fantasy 2. Let's go. Good night.